Fear is the path of the darkness.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into the rich Star Wars universe to talk about one of the most iconic characters in the Star Wars legends, Mara Jade Skywalker. Mara Jade was a very complicated character and honestly cannot be summed up in just one video, but we'll do our best to cover the highlights of her story. She first appeared in Timothy Zahn's Heir to the Empire back in 1991 and quickly became a fan favorite, appearing in numerous books and comics until 2015. She's a character who thrived in many roles, both for and against the Empire, excelling in everything she did. There's just so much to say about her life, but for today, let's take a broad look at her journey. Let's get started. Mara Jade was born in 18 BBY, during a period of great instability in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire was hunting down the remnants of the Jedi Order. And at a young age, Mara was taken from her parents by Emperor Palpatine himself. She was brought to Coruscant, where her intense training in the ways of the Force began. From espionage to combat skills, Mara was trained alongside the Imperial Royal Guard, excelling in covert operations. By the age of 14, she had already become a lethal force, and after a particularly dangerous mission involving breaking into Grand Moff Tarkin's private quarters, Palpatine named her one of his secret operatives, an Emperor's hand. Even though there were other Emperor's hands, Mara, like the others, never knew of their existence. Her connection to the Emperor was so strong that she could hear his voice from anywhere in the galaxy, communicating through the Force. Mara's role involved eliminating traitors, corrupt officials, and anyone the Emperor deemed a threat. Her tasks were difficult and dangerous, including spying on none other than Darth Vader himself. After the Battle of Hoth, Mara believed that if she could prove Vader's treachery, she might replace him as Palpatine's apprentice. But this ambition never came to pass. Mara's path crossed with Luke Skywalker's during the events of Return of the Jedi. Disguised as a dancer in Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine, she awaited the opportunity to eliminate Luke. But Jabba's cruelty knows no bounds. When one of her fellow dancers is fed to his rancor, Mara knows her cover could be blown at any moment. From the safety of a ventilation shaft, she witnesses Luke face the monstrous beast. His strength in the Force is undeniable, but still, Mara waits for her moment to strike. As Jabba prepares to send Luke to his doom in the Dune Sea, Mara tries to follow, hoping for one last chance to complete her mission. But she is denied. Jabba, unaware of who she truly is, leaves her behind. Long before this moment, she had received a direct command from the Emperor himself: kill Luke Skywalker, a task she has been loyal to until now. Yet fate intervenes. As the Emperor falls and the Death Star crumbles, Mara feels a shift in the Force. Palpatine is dead, Darth Vader is dead, and the Empire begins to collapse. With her mission in ruins and the galaxy changing, Mara Jade disappears into the shadows, knowing she must now forge her own path. But one command still echoes in her mind, the command to kill Luke Skywalker. Years passed, and during Grand Admiral Thrawn's reign, Mara found herself working as a smuggler. Despite her past allegiance to the Empire, her journey led her to work alongside the Rebel Alliance. Over time, she developed a grudging respect for Luke Skywalker, even confessing that she had been ordered to kill him as the Emperor's hand.
He did try to recruit me. Only because I failed. And only when Vader had you standing right there in front of him. What, you don't think he knew Vader had offered to help you overthrow him? I don't think it was a serious offer. The Emperor did. He knew. And what he knew, I knew. I was his hand, Skywalker. That's how I was known to his inner court. As the Emperor's hand. I served him all over the galaxy, doing jobs the Imperial fleet and stormtroopers couldn't handle. That was my one great talent, you see. I could hear his call from anywhere in the Empire and report back to him the same way. I exposed traitors for him, brought down his enemies, helped him keep the kind of control over the mindless bureaucracies that he needed. I had prestige and power and respect. And you took it all away from me. If only for that, you deserve to die. What went wrong? Jabba wouldn't let me go with the execution party. That was it. Pure and simple. I tried begging, cajoling, bargaining. I couldn't change his mind. No, you would have succeeded. I'm not asking for understanding or sympathy. You wanted to know. Fine. Now you know. So, why are you here? Why not with the Empire? What Empire? It's dying. You know that as well as I do. But while it's still there, who would I go to? They didn't know me. None of them did. Not as the Emperor's hand, anyway. I was a shadow, working outside the normal lines of command and protocol. There were no records kept of my activities. Those few I was formally introduced to thought of me as court-hanging froth, a minor bit of mobile decoration kept around the palace to amuse the Emperor. There was nowhere for me to go after Endor. No contacts, no resources. I didn't even have a real identity anymore. I was on my own.
As time passed, the bitterness between them softened. Through shared experiences and battles, their respect for one another grew, turning into something deeper. Luke, now the head of the Jedi Praxium on Yavin 4, invited Mara to train with him and rediscover her place in the galaxy. The bond they shared blossomed into love, and eventually they made history, the first Jedi marriage. Luke and Mara defied ancient Jedi traditions, paving the way for a new order. Their union symbolized a shift in the Jedi philosophy, balance not just in the Force, but in life. Their love brought forth new hope. The birth of their son, Ben Skywalker, named after Luke's first mentor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, marked a new chapter for the Skywalker legacy. Mara and Luke had a son named Ben Skywalker after Obi-Wan Kenobi. After the birth of Ben Skywalker, Mara Jade, who had risen to the rank of Jedi Master, took on a new apprentice, Leia and Han Solo's daughter, Jaina Solo. Under Mara's careful guidance, Jaina was trained in the ways of the Force, while her twin brother Jacen Solo was mentored by none other than Luke Skywalker. The Solo twins were powerful beyond measure, and their bond with the Force made them key players in the galactic civil wars. But as their training neared its end, a shadow fell over them. Jacen, who sought peace for the galaxy, became seduced by the dark side of the Force. He believed that to truly save the galaxy, he had to take an unthinkable step: eliminate Mara Jade and Luke's son, Ben Skywalker. Mara, heartbroken by Jacen's fall to darkness, swore to stop her nephew before he could carry out his deadly plan. This led to a vicious confrontation between the two. During their intense duel, Jacen employed a cunning trick. He made Mara believe she was facing her own son, Ben.
Ben, I'll see you dead first before you get Ben! You can't beat me. It's not meant to be. Really? I say it is! Oh, it's done. I'm sorry, Mara. Had to be you. Thought it was Ben, but it's over now. It's over. What have you done? What the stang have you done to me? The prophecy. Don't fight it. No healing trance. Just let go. It didn't have to be Alana, or Tenel Ka, or even Ben. It was over. All over. What? It's my destiny, Mara. To be a Sith Lord and bring order and justice. I had to kill you to do it. You're going to save so many people, Mara. You've saved Ben. You've saved Alana, too. It's not a waste, believe me. You think you've won, but Luke will crush you, and I refuse to let you destroy the future for my Ben.
Mara Jade's death shook the galaxy, and even though Jacen was responsible, no one knew of his betrayal at the time. He stood alongside Luke, Ben, and Jaina at her funeral, hiding his dark secret. And that's the story of Mara Jade Skywalker, a character whose legacy stretches far beyond the pages of Star Wars legends. From her time as the Emperor's Hand to becoming one of the most respected Jedi Masters, Mara's journey is one filled with trials, triumphs, and ultimately, tragedy. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.